Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Zapchat Live, and I'm your host, Zach Probst. Okay, happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Anything else differently on my stream? Anything different? Anything at all? No? Yes? Well, at least I tried. I am trying to stay warm, and I am really trying to stay warm. As of today, this happens to be the coldest so far of today, and that is why I'm wearing a beanie hat. So I am trying to uh, uh, try to stay warm as much as possible. Wear my pajamas and slipper socks, of course. And this normally keeps me warm too because I'm wearing a shirt over it, and that normally uh, warms me up pretty good too. I was gonna wear a robe, but I was like, nah, we're not quite at that phase yet for being that freaking cold here just yet. So we'll just wait until when it gets really cold in here, like, and I mean really cold. So uh, we'll just do the best we can to stay warm. I'll Boy, my brain is just frying so far. Today's my weekend too. I don't have to work the weekend, so I do not have to work Saturday and Sunday, but that gives me a chance to take a breather and get some rest and uh, get myself re-energized for the next coming week. Today happened to be the slowest work hours I've had in a long time. I've worked like less than 5 hours today. I barely made any hours in, um, which was expected because yesterday I wound up doing a lot more stuff done uh, than today. So today happened to be a lot shorter things to do because we've done a lot more on Thursday. Like a lot more on Thursday. We got the more heavier stuff out of the way instead of doing it on a Friday, which was today. So it wound up being super easy work day. So when I got home from work, I was originally going to go to the game store and sell a couple of games and get two of my movies buffered and cleaned, but I wasn't sure on if I felt like it because the moment I put on my pajamas just to kick back, now I don't feel like going. And it was mostly because I don't want to spend money on Uber just to go up there. And since it's been raining outside, I don't feel like catching a bus in the rainy, cold weather. So I was like, well, I don't really feel like doing all that. So I uh, was thinking that, well, maybe I should just go ahead and go on a Saturday, but probably go on an earlier day just so we can get some stuff done. And then, like, sometime later tonight or tomorrow night, I'll come up with something good for, like, dinner wise for my next cheat day. Um, I'm just trying to get things like fixed and workable for many of my movie collections that I have because a lot of them has some pretty bad scratches. So I really wanted to get them buffered and cleaned as much as possible. And if those scratches do not come off, I'm most likely going to have to return them in exchange for something else. So unfortunately, I missed my chance on getting the Aliens, buying another copy in case something goes wrong. Uh, but someone else beat me to it and I couldn't get it. But I did get the other movie, which was this one right here. This is the other one I was interested in getting in my collection too. It was priced for, I want to say, roughly $25. But on Amazon, it kind of goes the exact same price. But for a used copy, yeah, unfortunately, it was about the exact same price. But I think with the price as is, And many of the stores don't buy physical movies anymore. Like a lot of the big, popular, like what's the word for the bigger popular uh what's I can't remember the term for it. The like like what's more uh popular and more modern day popularity, that everything now is digital and not physical anymore. I think that's probably the best way to put it. And so uh the only place I can ever buy a physical copy at my hometown is going to that local game store. And the good news is they're really branching out on a lot more, like not just Blu-ray movies, but also 4K. It's where I also got my hands on a movie that I have up there that I will show you in just a sec. So there is a movie that I am so happy that I got to have in my collection, and I never thought I would actually get it because the publishing company, which was this one right here, this is the live action movie of Super Mario Brothers, and this year, you don't ever see these in stores, especially nowadays. So this year is a live action. This is no joke. This is the actual 4K Ultra HD of Super Mario Brothers, and there is a regular Blu-ray out there, but you have to buy a particular set in order to get it. And sadly, I wasn't able to get the Blu-ray edition as well. It's just a 4K, so I was like, well, okay, so it's not a total loss. But there is a 2-disc in here. One is the movie, and the other one is a bonus feature that shows the what's called a work print, which basically it's the extended cut version of the movie that was long lost and never to be seen. So there is a longer cut of the movie. It's very rough, so the picture quality is not so great, but it exists and it's out there, and the picture quality is not the greatest, but you can watch it and see it for yourself. And I think the movie's 4K, and yeah, the bonus features is just the Blu-ray, so that's all there is. But yeah, this is a company by Umbrella Entertainment, and there are more online purchases only. And the local game store that I go to, luckily, they carry movies like these. And I actually got a few more up there too. I got the Jackie Chan movie called Who Am I? It's one of my top 10 favorite Jackie Chan movies. And the other one is The Punisher, that stars Dolph Lundgren as The Punisher, which is also by Umbrella Entertainment. And you can also watch different cuts of the movie, which I've never even seen the original, and it was just a treat just to see it on in my possession. So I got to watch it the first time, and that was a really good movie. That was a really, really good movie. I was just more surprised that it was a very low budget movie. I gotta get it's the squeaky chair. I hate this squeaky chair. It's annoying. So for the collection wise of the Blu-ray movies, the only thing I ever buy a physical copy is Amazon purchases, because that's all I can really buy now. And I would sometimes buy a physical copy on video games on Amazon, but the price range is kind of off and on, so it's kind of a little iffy. And excuse me, the what was it? The local game store I go to is where I normally buy and purchase video games there, because their prices are reasonable, and their movie collections are slowly branching out a lot more, which is fantastic because I can be able to purchase movies there now. That's even though it's like used, but I do know that they would start carrying movies that I never thought I would get my hands on those. So it was really exciting. So I'm very, very happy that I got my hands on those movies. So I'm just very pleased indeed. So for uh what'd you call it? So for the whole uh future, they're trying to open up a new location in my hometown for the game store they're trying to open up, but the owners of the place are taking too much of their time to negotiate the deal for getting it functioning, and it's it's been a brutal several months on trying to get that open, and sadly no luck. It feels like everything in this election year uh, is on their hands. So I feel like everybody's waiting until the election results come in, and then we'll see what happens. I really feel like it's happening a lot, and just for everybody, really. So it's like customers don't want to go into a restaurant because they're too nervous of what the election results is going to be. Uh, there probably be like not many people are going to restaurants because of drama and so forth. So a lot of people are in a lot of stress. They really are. They're in a lot of stress. And also, there's just too many other things going on that people are trying to put their focus on their spending wise. So, for instance, the football game is happening, and Halloween is just around the corner, and people are starting to buy Christmas gifts, which I'm hoping people are right now, because I am also buying Christmas gifts ahead of time. I just bought one from my cousin, so I got that one out of the way because it happened to be a Amazon Prime deal sale. So I decided to buy it right now before the price goes up. So I wound up buying it. Going to be for him, and then uh, there were a couple of other Christmas purchases I wanted to go for, but I haven't fully decided on those just yet. But I am considering, but I'm not quite certain yet. Um, there may be one I might be interested, but I'm not 100% confident yet. And I kind of want to wait for the price to go down, but um, time is limited, and I'm just eager to buy stuff before I won't be able to get as much hours in the next few weeks. So let's just say I'm really trying to buy Christmas gifts ahead of time before the holidays rolls in, and I'm just really trying to, clear my head with a lot of stuff. Like, for instance, I really hate election year so much because it puts me in a lot of stress. So I'm really trying to wrap my head around, trying to clear my head, and just whether if I'm playing a good video game or watching a really good movie, or just watching like a comedy. It's that's a great thing. Laughter is a very important thing to have. Just watch your favorite comedian and get some laughs. Just take a moment to step away for all the drama, all the depression, all of this otherness surrounding you. You just want to get away from that and just being here, vibing, enjoying a good time. Very much like what I'm doing here right now, because you guys are here to get away from this otherness. You're here to have a good time, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. You guys are here for a good time. But I would do the best I can because I fucking hate election year so much. I really do. It's just horrible. God, it is a horrible, horrible feeling. So yeah, I just really don't like it. Okay. So for I think it, come to think of it, I think it's a probably good thing that I did not go to the video game expo in Portland, because not only I just don't have $2,000 on me, but also I have my focus on other things, and I wanted to take a vacation trip to visit my family, and focus on Prime Day sale back in July, which I did. and I spent quite a bit of money, including buying new tires for my bike, which was a number one priority. Um, and then as of now, I just been buying a whole bunch of Blu-ray 4K movies because I've been keeping an eye out for a good deal, and I happened to get them on on a good price. And so now I got to keep an eye out for another good deal, which is buying a uh, the Jackie Chan movie called Project A, and it was on sale for $60, but now the price went back up to 100, and I'm just like, I can't do 100. I can't. I really can't. I'm sorry. $100 is just way too expensive. Same thing for the live action Super Mario Brothers. They wanted $100 just for that movie, and including with a big box set collection that they included as well. I'm just like, I can't do 100. I'm sorry, I can't. You're asking way too much. So I just couldn't take it. It was just too much. So for that 4K Super Mario Brothers movie, that one was more closer to 50 or 40, $50 right there. But I was not disappointed because it's better than spending $100 for just a movie plus some goodies inside. So if I had to take a gamble, I'm just happier to own just the movie and not the box set, because I just want the movie. That's all I really want. I just want the movie. Didn't want anything too fancy. Same thing with this one, which caught me by surprise. This year only cost me $10 to get the 4K release, and it's by Arrow Video, which is the more fancy 4K release movies. So yeah, Arrow Video has been knowing their good stuff. This one right here, I just finished watching this, and it's kind of a hit and miss. The picture quality in some of the shots, excuse me. Like one scene, it's like really colorful and vivid. In other scenes, it's too dark and a little grainy. So it feels like they're trying to downsize the lighting of the movie because it was too bright, I guess. But it was so strange on the lighting color of this movie. So I was like, why did they not why would they dimmed the picture just slightly on some of the shots? I just don't get that. But it's a good thing I didn't spend a whole lot. This is like $10. So $10 for the Arrow Video copy of this movie. I'm like, you know what? That's better than nothing. So I'm very satisfied at owning this in my collection. So for $10, I'll take it. It's better than spending $30 for it. Yeah, $30. I had mixed opinions, and I've done some digging that people were criticizing the picture quality. So I was like, yeah, I should probably not go ahead and get that one. But since I got that for $10, that's forgiven. I would not mind spending $10 just for that, especially for the 4K. So I'm like, good, I'll take it. Let's see. As for future purposes, I'm definitely going to be more focused on buying 4K movies and Blu-rays as well, and I'm trying to really focus on those. And I'm also need to pre-order Macross Plus, which is another anime that I've been trying to get for years. Now this one is a bit pricey because it's going for like somewhere like in the 150 range, which is like it's a bit too high, but it's you can only buy it through Crunchyroll, and it's exclusive, and they have a particular box set that they are selling. And if you think about it, most Japanese anime titles that you buy physically, most of them are pretty damn expensive, like real expensive. And judging by the majority of them that I have up here, if you're lucky, you might still be able to buy them, but in worst case scenario, you're most likely not going to get any of these in my collection here. But you might have a better chance on getting the more that's not by own Crunchyroll. You can get the ones like Discotech Media, which is all down here. So they own titles like, let's see here. Let's see, Gunbuster, Crying Freeman, Giant Robo, Appleseed, Kite, which is brand new. Devilman, Devilman Lady, Vampire Hunter D Bloodline, Wicked City, Project AKO, Cutie Honey, Nuku Nuku, Street Fighter 2 animated movie, Darkstalkers, Fatal Fury, and even Konosuba. So they own the physical medias with a pretty good variety of choices you can get there. So I'm very happy with Discotech Media for really pushing hard on releasing physical copies, and I've been buying them ever since because I've really loved their selections that they've been coming out on physical copies. And I just watched just snippets of this movie right here, which is Kite right here. Yeah, so this here is an anime show that I have right here. So Kite is a very heavily, I would say under cult classic anime short film, I would say, or an OVA series, I should say. There's only 2 episodes, and they remastered it, so they made it as a HD quality as much as possible. And they did mention that some of the cuts of the film were not fully HD quality. It's very rough and not clean, so they were able to go in and fix those picture quality to make it really branch out. And the audio render is also a bit rough, which is honestly, it's really understandable because it's definitely the more difficult titles to be released on Blu-rays or DVDs in general, because the footage is just very rough. It is a very rough cut of the short film, and I don't really get on why some of those cutscenes are roughly animated than compared to others. So I'm just like, huh. I'm not 100% certain why. But they really did a good job on cleaning out the picture, way better than before. I own the other copy of the other publishing company, and some of those cutscenes were very rough, but other scenes were pretty decent. But then this one really took a step further and made it a high definition picture quality, and it did a really good job. So since then, I've been buying and owning physical copies of these Discotech Media collections all right here, because these are all, like, the majority of them right here, except like the far corner over here and the far end here. But the majority of them I own all right here, including Lupin the Third. They own tons of Lupin the Third titles, and a lot of them are not in English. But the ones I have down there majority are in English. I tried getting more, but none of them have English dub versions, so I can't really get those titles unless they do come out with an English dub version. But I think it has to do with licensing issues. So I think they couldn't allow to do any more English dub versions because of it. So, which is a shame, really, because they deserve to do more. But they were able to do some, but not all of them, but some of them, to come out with a whole new English dubbing version of those. So I think one of the Lupin III titles was, what was it? There was a title called, if I can find it right here, Castle Cagliostro. The Legend of the Gold Babylon. First time they ever did an English dub version. Was it Blood Seal? No, that wasn't. No, that's not it. There was something else too. I can't remember. Right here. First Contact. First Contact is another one that was only released in Japanese, but they were able to bring in the same voice actors to do an English dub for that one. So they did a few, not a lot though. They did First Contact. They did uh, yeah, the Legend of Gold Babylon, and they did the newest Lupin the Third anime series, including the re-release of the original Lupin the Third anime show. They even brought back the same voice actors again just for this. So this is like where it all began of the anime series. So this came out like in the late 60s, and Hayao Miyazaki was involved in making this show. I was just like, oh my god, this is like history right here. So, yeah, that's huge. That is huge right there. So I'm really hoping that Discotheque Media will come out with more Lupin the Third titles that they do include English dub versions. And as soon as I hear back or any updates or announcements, I'm gonna go like, okay, number one priority, put that in my cart right now. So I have to keep a sharp eye on those deals. So I will make it happen. I will make that happen indeed. Okay. I'm gonna get my video game going in just a moment. Um, so, uh, so for the other collections, I'm also considering on selling a handful of video games in my collection, because I've been kind of looking at them, and I just been like, ever since I played Alone in the Dark New Nightmare, which I highly dislike that game, so I decided to go ahead and sell it. Excuse me. And the Evil Dead game I'm also going to sell because it's really not that great. And one of the Dreamcast games I decided not to keep anymore because I was just like, I know nothing about the game until I started actually playing it just a few hours ago, and I realized, wow, this game sucks. And it's not that exciting either. It's just really boring, and it's mostly made for a media player game. So it's called Quake 3, I believe, and it's a arena and on the Sega Dreamcast. It's basically you're supposed to compete with online competitors, like back in the day. So for that one, I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sell that one too, and hopefully maybe somebody else wouldn't mind to have that one too. And then the other one I've decided to get rid of is Burnout Paradise. I've been thinking about that one for a long time, and then I just was like, you know what? I'll never get around to playing that game again, and I had some disagreements of the game. Like, when you first play the game, it's fantastic, but after a while, it gets boring very quick. And I was like, I better not keep on playing it because I'll never get around to playing it really. And it's just not really my favorite. I really tried. It's just not really my favorite. I grew up playing Burnout Revenge, like quite often. Burnout Revenge is like my all-time favorite. I love that game so much. I still play that game all the time. It's still fun. It's so much fun. So I'm still keeping that one. But Paradise, out. It's going to get out of there. And this other game I'm also considering letting go is Ghostbusters, the video game. I've been trying to go back and play that one again, and it's just, well, it's kind of a hit and miss for me. I enjoyed what they're going for, and I really enjoyed the graphics of the gameplay. They did a really great job. But I just don't think I'll be able to get around actually playing it again, because I tried playing it on stream, and there will be times where I can't mute out the background music because it's heavily copyrighted and I don't want to get in trouble. So I was like, well, it's another difficult game to actually play because I can't censor the background music that well. It's very tricky, very, very tricky. But In other words, I still enjoyed it, but again, I'm just like I can't really keep the game anymore. I've done what I could, and I keep playing it over and over. I just keep stopping it because I just got bored very quick, and it's a hard game too. It is a really hard game, and yeah, I just decided to give up and move on to something else. So yeah, I can't play it anymore. I've had my fun, but I think it's time I sell it in exchange for something else. Um, I'm hoping to buy more PlayStation 1 games if I can, or maybe buy more of the Sega Dreamcast game if I can as well. Uh, but again, I just really don't know if I can really. Oh, I just really don't know if I can really uh, like to try again and replay it. Because I've been noticing not many people are tuning in to watch my stream just to play Ghostbusters. Uh, so I was like, yeah, yeah, okay. So it's just not the right game. So we'll just go ahead and move on. Uh, as for the other ones, I just been buying other 360 games that I was okay to get, and like I'm still planning on playing Fable, but I just been so busy playing other games I want to play more, so I just not got around to playing them again. I do want to go back and play more of those. I do enjoy them, but I just been too busy. Um, Plus, there are just other games I've just uh, uh been more of my stronger interest in playing rather than Fable. So I'd say I would rather play The Witcher 3 more frequently than playing Fable. So we all have our differences and opinions on how we feel about what do we feel strongly on a particular title. So for playing The Witcher 3, that's like my strongest interest because everybody plays that game and everybody loves it. So if that's the case, then I should get in there and play that game too. And turns out there was also a physical copy on the PlayStation 5. And I thought it was only a UK region purchase only, but no, there is a US release copy of the PS5. And I never knew that. So that caught me by surprise. But no, but it's too late. So I've digital purchased a game because it wound up being a pretty good bargain deal at the time. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and get it. So that's what I did. So it was a good price. So I was willing to go ahead and buy it. Um, it was kind of a little over my price limit. It was going for like $13 or something like that, or closer to 15 for a digital purchase. But that was only because it's not only PS4 but also PS5 upgrade, and there are so many add-on content, downloadable contents of that game. And there's a bunch of side stories like costumes and weaponries and this and that, all of those extras, including the TV series on Netflix that they also put in downloadable content of that as well. I'm like, okay, I will go ahead and get it for like 13 bucks. So I took a gamble and I decided to go ahead and get it. And I played a little bit of it, and it's a little tricky at first because I've been noticing that it is mostly fun if you play the PC version. But after a while, the PS5 is still pretty good because the picture quality is like pretty impressive. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So yeah, the gameplay is still pretty good. So I would still be willing to go at it and play that game again. So I'd be willing to go ahead and play more of that, but we will see. All right. So, let's see. Oh, and for those of you are new here, or for those of you who haven't tuned in as often, now that I purchased a brand new HDMI switcher box, so that means I can expand to like 7 HDMI outputs instead of 5, so I can just press the button and pick out which game consoles I want to play. So now I have 7. I now have easy access to play my Xbox 360 and my Sega Dreamcast. So I now have a much easier access to play those consoles without worrying about unplugging and plugging back in all the time. So I'm very happy that I got a chance to buy that. And so far, it's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, it still has a pretty good strong signal. I just wish I have a more an upgraded one. Like I was more hoping I get the HDMI quality up to 8K instead of 4K, just because the signal is a lot more powerful than the 4K. So if you, so let's say for instance, if the device supports 8K, that means the signal for the 4K will be way more stronger than your other ones. Like your maximum device is 4K, but now it's up to 8K. So if that's the case, your 4K will be a lot more powerful. And I was very close on buying that one, but it only supports 5 HDMI outputs, which I currently had previously, but I was more interested in getting 7. And I kept waiting and waiting for several months that they would come out for an 8K quality for 7 outputs. And unfortunately, there aren't any as of this time. But as soon as it does, I will buy that and I will upgrade it. And hopefully it would pick up the signal a lot stronger for my PlayStation 5, because I've been really hoping that it would pick up a much stronger signal for capturing for my streaming content, because I really wanted to give out the best picture, sound, and frame rate quality for you guys to enjoy as much as possible. But sadly, sadly, we haven't quite reached that just yet. But I'm really hoping it would. I'm really hoping. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens for next year, because I'm just very nervous for in the next few weeks. I'm just so much stressed, but I'm trying not to think about it. But everybody, like everybody else, everybody is on the edge. Everyone is on the edge. Everybody. So we'll just see what happens for next year. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's something else. Okay. One more thing. So as for the content of my Dreamcast and my Xbox 360, I can now play games that I've been trying to play for a long time. So, for instance, I really want to play Clive Barker's Jericho, which is a first-person shooting game, and I've heard pretty good things about that one. And I've been really wanting to play, let's see, I think I really want to go back and play Chronicles of Riddick. I want to go back and replay that game again, because I had a blast playing that game so much, because I love that game so much and I miss it. I really want to go back and replay that game again because it's so good. I love that game. I really hope they do an HD remake for the next gen consoles, because I would play the shit out of that game, because I freaking love that game so much. It's so good. What was the other one? GoldenEye, and the other Bond game called what was it called? Bloodline, or what was it called? Bloodstone. My bad. Yeah, the other James Bond game called Bloodstone. That is the other game I've been really want to play too. But I think I should be able to mute out the audio on that one too, so it should be okay. It's a very short game. Like the gameplay is like 4 hours or something, like 4 to 6 hours. It's very short gameplay. So I really wanted to play that one sometime soon, because I'm a huge James Bond fan, and I would love to go back and play those games, including GoldenEye. I would not mind playing GoldenEye on stream for you guys, because you guys are curious to see me playing those games too, and so would I. I'd be very curious to play those games too. But like everybody else, I'm just very anxious that one day that somebody out there would release GoldenEye on the Nintendo Switch, not digital, but a physical copy. I've not seen that yet, and I'm curious, did they ever release GoldenEye on a physical copy? I've not heard anything about it, but I really hope they did. So let me look it up real quickly. And see what I can find here. So let me take a look. Holy shit, there's an earthquake. Oh my god. There was an earthquake really close to my hometown. Oh my god. Holy shit, that is terrifying. Wow. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just suddenly saw the news about an earthquake really close to my hometown. Oof, that's scary. Okay, anyways, let's take a look and see what we can find here. So let's type down GoldenEye. Probably just say all, I think. No. Okay, let's be more specific. Let's do GoldenEye and GoldenEye 64, and let's do that. No, doesn't look like. No, it doesn't look like they have it. Huh. A lot of modded versions of GoldenEye. That's pretty funny. There's even a modded version of GoldenEye with Mario. I've heard about that. That's pretty funny. Okay. It doesn't show there, but let me try Google search it real quick. Okay. Let's see here. GoldenEye Switch. No. Coming to Nintendo Switch. Let's see. GoldenEye has finally landed on Xbox. Oh, on Xbox? Oh shit. Okay. GoldenEye 007 has finally landed on Xbox and Nintendo Switch in a simulations dual release of 2 titles with some important differences. Xbox version is a remaster version of the legendary N64 title that first launched in '97. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, is there differences? Slightly. Yeah, the only way that I can play GoldenEye is I get an expansion pack to spend roughly $50 a year for getting the Nintendo Switch expansion pack, which I don't really need that. Is there a GoldenEye limited run? There's an eBay. What's in there? Oh, there's a Wii version. Oh, that's right. There's a Wii. I forgot about that. Limited run games. Hold on. Give me a moment, guys. I'm really curious about what they have. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just checked out the limited run website, and the first thing I saw is a bunch of Sonic Adventures advertisements. There's even skate decks too, a poster, a pin, A game case keychain for $10. Trading cards. Whoa. Okay. And sweatshirts. Okay. Okay, that's pretty sick. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, wow. There's even a Yakuza physical copy. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, Gex. Oh, I forgot about that. I gotta get Gex. I gotta get that one. Oh, my goodness. Still in production. Oh, that is so... Really? Still in production? Come on. It's supposed to come out this year and still nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Seriously? That's it? Oh boy. Appeal? No. Last chance. Boy, talk about limited here. Good gosh. What the hell? I can't get anything here anymore. Boy. Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. Limited Run is not even like discussing or showing a lot more what they released. They're very very hidden there. Once it's gone, it's gone. Jesus, they could have at least just show like a list to show what they have and not dissing a lot of it. I mean, come on. All right. Well, oh well. Enough talk. Let's go ahead and play Dead Space. Okay, is that one? Yep, that is muted. That is set. Okay, we are set. Alrighty, here we go. Do. Oh, by the way, we are going to be finishing this game as of tonight because we are, judging by the walkthrough of the gameplay, we're just about 1 hour away of finishing this game. So it's not waste too much time. Let's go ahead and finish this. Oh shit, come on. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, for crying out loud. Shit! Ah! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God damn it. Ugh.
Attention shift workers. Your work practices are being monitored at all times. Please show pride in your work.
Advanced suit? There's another advanced suit? Ooh, yikes. Okay. Huh. At least I won an achievement. Huh. That's it, huh? Okay. Ah, god damn it. Jesus!
What are you doing? You Sell her! Trust! Step 3! Step 3! Oh god. Why did you do it, Strauss?
Oh. Okay. Oh, really? I'm back here now. All right. Ooh, not much. Okay. I wonder if I should get that. Ooh, boy. I don't know. That's a tough call. So, how much is it? 36? Oh, boy. Well, let's see. Sell that. Detonator mines. Oh, wow. Okay, I got 3 of those. Yeah. $33. Okay, was it 36? Oh boy. If I do that, I might not get enough ammo. $34, $35, $36. Okay. Well, it looks like force energy. Okay. Okay. So probably maybe get rid of, yeah, well, yeah, force energy and then, okay. Let's get rid of, yeah. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and just go for that. Okay. Okay. That's probably the most I've spent. Alright. Well, I think that should do it. Here we go. Okay, now we're talking. Um... no. All right. Oh, God.